are you feeling, Trenton?
Good, excited.
Any missteps? I mean, being out for a week and not even practicing. You've been in, you've been out, now you're back in again. Is it hard to kind of get in a rhythm?
Yeah, for me, unfortunately, that was like the first game I've ever missed in my life, due to injury. But yeah, so, being able to not be able to practice and just watch the game Saturday was tough, but, cheering on the teammates as much as I can. But definitely fortunate to be healthy. Johnny got me right, in treatment and just feeling a lot better with my recovery.
When Coach said your arm might be fresher, he said you look pretty good today. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I definitely felt it, spinning it a little bit better than, past weeks. We've been at this for the last couple months. So, finally to have a week off kind of just to, let my arm, get some rest. It definitely felt like I was spinning it better today.
What do you tell yourself mentally to get through the rehab process to get back out in this position to be the starter?
Yeah, for me, it's really nothing has changed. Over these years, I've had so many ups and downs, whether, I was starting, I didn't start, whether I was never going to see the field. So for me, it's really just continue to be the same person I am each day. I have a younger brother at Western Michigan kind of doing the same thing, So we're, talking to him about things and other quarterbacks, So, at the end of the day, everybody has their own journey and has difficulties, but it's just up to me to, try to get through those.
Did you have another here we go again mental moment when you got hurt, and then when did you know that it's not maybe that bad?
Yeah, on the field Saturday, it just, obviously I ended up rolling it, had a sprained ankle. Never had to really dealt with ankle injuries before. So I was just glad that it wasn't the foot that, that I've had a lot of problems with in the past couple years. Had x-rays, MRI, all the doctor type stuff. And once I heard, it would just take, a couple weeks or something like that, definitely saw a big progress and within a couple days or so. And really my goal is to try to get back for this game. And I feel really good and feel healthy to do so.
Speaking of this game, it's a really challenging defense that Cal presents. What do you see for them on film? How do you compare them to previous opponents?
Yeah, they're really defensive sound. They're gonna, be balanced in the back end. They have a lot of great DBs in the back. They're penetrators. They're gonna cause some ruckus up front. But for us, it's just execute the game plan. Not look too far ahead of looking into Saturday, but really trying to have great practices each and every day.
How about playing an afternoon game? First one you guys have had this year.
Yeah, for me, that's kind of like what happened last year, with Washington. So I don't know if it's just my calling or what, but I'm super excited to have a day game, and it should be a pretty nice weather.
Trenton, the quarterback's kind of been in and out injuries all across the room. How has it been kind of supporting each other through each other's injuries?
Yeah, it's super unfortunate to see, guys go down, but luckily, we have a deep quarterback room with a lot of solid quarterbacks. So, whether it was Jaden back there or Drew or me or Jacob or, whoever's back there, we're supporting them. They trust us and, we trust them too. So we're just really trying to help each other out. It's not this guy versus this guy. We're all Sun Devils. We're all trying to win.
You mentioned a lot of highs and lows throughout your career. What do you think you've learned from facing that adversity throughout the years?
Yeah, for me, just growing up a Christian, just trusting God's plan. There's going to be highs and lows, and just, sticking to, not only being a great football player, but a great person outside the field as well. So I'm much more than just a football player, and making sure to take that each and every day.
Trenton, coach said that the offense was better last week against USC, but still has, a lot more growth to go. Have you noticed that carry over into practice so far this week?
Yeah, for sure. Watching the game film against USC, there was a lot of missed opportunities for explosives and touchdowns there. We're one block away or one half second away of blocking. So it just stinks to know that there's so much more to put out on the field. And I think that's also just growth to see that, we can be so much better. And, playing against the fifth team in the country, we can really improve on that.
What did you think of the team's performance in the game overall, Trent?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Obviously, they came in, with, Caleb Williams, and they're a great team and great coaches. But, I thought we punched them in the mouth, and it was a slugfest all night. Obviously the ball that ended rolling up our way at the end of the game. But, for us to fight like that, there are times where you thought it could have been over after a turnover or after, a missed possession. But, we stayed until the end, and, I think there's a lot of guys that improved, and I think this team is super excited for this next game.
How much did you need that from a confidence standpoint to just kind of have that kind of game where you went toe-to-toe with one of the best and to know that the process was there and you're going to be all right?
Yeah, obviously the last couple of games kind of haven't gone our way, but we've definitely improved over each week. And I think last year, kind of for us, that was kind of like Washington. Washington hasn't lost a game since we beat them last year. So for me, I just kind of remind myself of, okay, these guys, are obviously probably the hottest team in the pack right now, one of them. And for us to be the last team to beat them, that just shows you anybody in this league can beat anybody. So we know it's going to be a slugfest each and every week.
As a quarterback, what's it like to have a do-everything weapon like Cam Scadaboo available to you?
Oh, it's been awesome. He's my roommate at the hotels, and I mean, Friday night he was just telling me he hopes to have a big game, and I just told him, let the game come to you. You're Cameron Scadaboo, whatever field you're on, whether at Sac State, at ASU, at Cal, you're going to be the guy you are always. And I was super excited and proud of him, and I'm not even surprised by what he did.
Trenton, your first road game too. That'll be different for you guys. How do you block out the travel, the noise, the crowd?
crowd, all that stuff.
Yeah, you know, for us, hopefully we got some Sun Devil fans, you know, coming out there. You know, my family will be out there, but for us, it's really just bring our own energy. We know that that stadium, you know, it may be full, it may not have anybody, but for us, it's, you know, all that matters is the people on our sideline and in our huddle, and hopefully we bring our own energy and juice, and it applies to the game.
What differences are you seeing with Kenny in the last week since he's taken on more offensive responsibility, meetings on the field, etc.?
Yeah, you know, he's been, you know, more offensively based, you know, this last couple weeks or so. Usually he used to be split, but really you just see the energy and passion he has. You know, him and Coach Baldwin are doing a great job of making sure the quarterbacks are understanding the plays, their reads. So to have both of them in the meetings and have them both on the field, it's been a super awesome blessing to have.
How much did your experiences of last year help you as you get ready now for this week and perhaps beyond?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. You know, obviously last year there were a lot of close games where we put up a lot of points and let up a lot of points. But, you know, this year hopefully we can flip that script and start putting up some more points because, you know, we have a great defense under Coach Ward and a bunch of all the guys on the other side of the ball. So, you know, once we can put the two pieces together, I think we're going to be really dangerous.